Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Um, I was on my way home from work after um, a brief conversation with one of my coworkers, and you know who you are, so this is for you. Um, and you know what? I don't think that we are really aware of the investment or the time that um, God has put into us. I don't think we are aware of what it took to make us or to make you. I think we conceptualize ourselves in those few moments, that it took to actually conceive you. Those few seconds that it takes. Um, but there was great thought put into you. Like you're not just here by chance, you're not here to if by chance it through the rest of your life. Like you're not just here to just let things happen to you, to just live and then die. Like there's purpose for you. Have you ever stopped for a minute just really to look at yourself? Like stand in the mirror and look at yourself and see that you are truly fearfully and wonderfully made. Have you ever, been still to listen to your heartbeat? Have you ever looked at your hair? Have you ever looked at your eyes? Have you ever looked at your lips and your teeth and your nose and your ears? Have you ever looked at your eyelashes and your eyebrows? Have you paid attention to your fingers and your toes? Have you thought about how you grew up and how nobody can see your bones actually growing, but it happens? Have you thought about any of that? Like, have you thought about the amount of detail you have? Have you thought about it? Have you seen a brain? Have you seen all the indentations and all the waves? Have you seen the human heart? Have you seen the lungs? Have you seen your body with the arteries and veins and how far it would stretch if you could take it out and just pull it all apart? Have you paid attention to the intricate detail that went into making you how you are? Like the hairs are numbered on your head. Doesn't matter now if you're bald. All the hairs that have fallen from your head had a number. Those that remain, every follicle has a number. Like all of the blinks that you will ever make have already been counted. All the beats of your heart are counted. The things that you don't pay attention to. All the detail. How your body was designed to function in and of itself, needing nothing outside of itself. It was designed to even heal itself and to notify you when something's wrong. Have you ever thought about like the detail that went into you? Like he gave you a control tower. You think about moving your leg, but your leg doesn't move without your brain. Your brain within seconds tells your leg that it needs to move. If you feel an itch, your brain within seconds tells you where the itch is and allows your hand to scratch it. Like none of these things are just happening. You were created as such. And not only did he create you so wonderfully, he separated your end from the beginning. Have you thought about your parents were chosen for a reason because you needed that mixture of DNA to be who you are? Like, why was I put into this family and that my dad wasn't going to be around? Maybe you didn't need him to be around. Maybe you just needed his DNA. And maybe it's the part of him that you hate the most that you got, but you got it for a reason. Like nothing about you is wasted. Nothing about you hasn't been thought about. Just because you're overlooking it and you're discounting yourself and you look at your life and it's not the way that you would have designed it. It's not where you want it to be. You don't have all the stuff, that you want. If you actually looked around, you would realize you actually have too much stuff. It's not the lack of stuff that's the problem. It's usually too much stuff. The more stuff we get, the more stuff we want. And then not only did he put so much detail into creating you, but the world around you has just as much detail. Like where you are is strategic. Life ain't happening to you, it's happening for you. It's strategic. Like at all the places you go, the people you meet, it reveals something new to you about yourself that you need to fix, or reveals something about you that's great. It's designed to bring greatness out of you. It all has purpose. Like there's nothing around you without purpose. And if there is something around you without purpose, get rid of it. Most of the time we're saddened because we're looking at things that have no place. It has no purpose. You're surrounded by things and people that have no purpose in your life. You start to reckon your life to be without purpose. So many people are starting to feel hopeless, and they are ending their lives without thinking about how wonderful their lives really are. Like you are amazing. You are amazing if you don't have $1 million. You are amazing if your bank account is empty. You are still amazing because it's not the money in your account that God wanted. It's you. You are the currency of heaven. It's you. It's you. Souls. That's the currency. You're important, and you were designed and created just the way you are. And God knew exactly who you were going to be when he made you. And that's why he chose you, because he wanted you. He wanted you to do it the way you do it, because nobody else can do it like you. So it's not that you're not important. It doesn't matter that people don't see you yet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As beautiful as a butterfly is, it never sees its own wings. Never sees its own wings. It never gets to behold its beauty. Its beauty is for other people. And I want you to see yourself like that. Maybe you can't see your own beauty, but know that somebody else is looking at your life, wishing they had it. They can see the beauty in you that you can't see yourself, because your beauty is not for you. Your oil is not for you. Your gift is not for you. It's for somebody else. Man, your life is a roadmap for somebody else. The journey is theirs, but you're somebody's map. Trust me, you're like the breeze. You don't see the breeze, you just feel its effect. Maybe you can't see your beauty. Maybe you're hidden right now, but the world can feel the effect of you. The people around you feel the effect of you. You're important. You are important. There was great time and thought put into you to bring you here just like that, for you to look just like you look, for you to have the hair you have or don't have, the eyes and the color of eyes you have, the type and texture of hair that you have, the sound of your voice, the feel of your hands, the size of your feet, the length of your body. You were designed to be just like that. It's not a mistake. It's not an error. You are absolutely amazing and loved just like that. You're appreciated just like that. You don't need anything outside of you to add value to what's inside of you. We see ourselves the wrong way. You should see yourself from inside out, not outside in. Adam and Eve, when they were in the garden, never saw themselves from the outside. Who told you you were naked? They didn't even know they were naked. Stop looking at things on the outside and get inside. Pay attention to what your body's telling you. Pay attention to what the spirit is telling you. Listen to it. Close your eyes and listen. Some of us are blinded by the things that we see. We see other people with it, and so we feel that we're missing something because they have something that you don't have. And you have something that nobody else has. Man, I want you to get it. I want you to see it. There is nobody else like you. There is nobody else like you. Even identical twins are not going to have the same fingerprints. There's nobody else like you. I get it. I get it. Life, it happens. Life doesn't ask you for permission. It'll come in all of a sudden. It'll remove something that you wanted to keep and bring you something that you didn't think you wanted. It'll take you somewhere you didn't want to go, keep you longer than you wanted to stay, cost you more than you wanted to pay. But trust me, it's all in divine design. You're where you're supposed to be. Trust the process. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. I know it's hard to imagine. Why would God want me to struggle? If he loves me so much, why am I struggling? Well, it's kind of like a butterfly in the cocoon. You can open that cocoon when you see that butterfly struggling to get out. You can open it and assist him with getting out because you feel like you're helping. You don't want him to struggle. And he'll come out, but he'll never do what he was designed to do. He'll never fly. He'll always be too fat to fly. He'll spend the rest of his life on the ground. And who knows if he's thinking inside that I should fly, but he'll never fly because he needs the process of that struggle to push the excess fluid out of him so that his body is light enough to fly. Perhaps that's what's happening with you. You're in the midst of your struggle to squeeze the excess off of you, the things that you don't need to carry, the people that you don't need to carry, the stuff that you've made so important, the job that's more important than your health. All of those things start slipping away from you because maybe you're too fat to fly. You need to soar and you can't because you have this excess fluid and you're avoiding the struggle that's going to push all this stuff out of you. And you'll spend the rest of your life on the ground wondering, man, I wish if I could have, if you should have. You spend the rest of your life wondering who you really are. Feeling like, I know there's more than this. Don't avoid those struggles. They're there for a reason. The butterfly's beauty ain't for it. Yours is not for you. It's there for a reason. Whatever life is bringing to you, there's a reason for it. Face it head on, because trust me, you'll meet your destiny on the road you take to avoid it, and it's not worth it. Go through the struggle. Go through the struggle so that your beauty can be released. And I'm telling you, you will realize that you are happier knowing that you're releasing beauty to the world than by beholding beauty of your own. And see, a lot of times we try to orchestrate our lives so that we can see the beauty. And it's a struggle and an exercise in futility. The beauty ain't for you. The oil ain't for you. Go through it. Let it do what it's supposed to do. Let it work. I ain't telling you what I think. I'm not telling you what somebody told me. I'm telling you for myself. I'm telling you what I know. It works for your good. It works for your good. This light affliction is but for a moment, but it worketh in us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. It's going to work out for your good. One day you'll look back at it and you'll be amazed how God took what you thought was a mess and made it a beautiful story. It's okay. It's okay. It's painful, but it's okay. It's lonely, but it's okay. Maybe you got looked over for the promotion. It's okay. The person who you thought was going to love you forever, they left and decided to love somebody else. It's okay. They hurt your feelings. It's okay. Your mom didn't treat you right. It's okay. It's going to be okay. They fired you and you had been there a long time. It's okay. It is okay. Because the glory that's on the other side far outweighs what you're going through right now. Life is lived forward, but understood in reverse. I'm telling you, just keep going. You're going to want to quit, but don't. You gonna want to give up? Don't. You gonna want to cuss them out? Don't. Don't. You gonna want to throw some hands? Don't. You gonna want to pull a pistol? Don't. It's not worth risking what's waiting for you. It ain't worth it. And you're absolutely right. You were created for more than what you're experiencing right now. But what you're experiencing right now is getting you ready for what you were created for. So don't quit right here. Don't do it. Keep going. You hanging on by a thread, make sure it's attached to the hem of his garment. Hang on in there. You're going to be all right. God loves you. I do too. Keep your chin up, champ. It ain't over yet. I love y'all.